Now that I have Microsoft PowerPoint open, I'm going to click Open. I'm going to find my presentation, my favorite sport, and here is the presentation we started working on in parts 1 and 2. We started with a title page, with a title and my name as the author. We talked about 3 different reasons why I like baseball the most, and then we inserted a picture of a baseball. And then the third slide was more reasons I love baseball. We added a text box. And so now we're going to talk about transitions. So I'm going to go back to my first slide, and I'm going to go up here to this transitions tab. And these are all different ways that I can transition my slides. So I can click cover and see what it does. Once I click it, it automatically gives me a preview of what it'll look like in my presentation. So I kind of like that one the most. So I'm going to go with that one for that slide. But I don't have to have the same one for each one of my slides. So that showed me if I click shape, it's going to go from the first slide to the second slide, and that's what it's going to look like. Or I can do that, or I can do the fall over thing. I think that's kind of cool. So I'm going to do this one and see what drape is. So that's kind of neat too. So now if I want to preview, I can see what they look like here. And I can click on them and see what my transition will be. So now that I've done my transitions between my slides, I can actually now change some animations in the actual slides. So on animations, do you notice how this is grayed out? I can't do anything until I choose what I want to animate. So I want to animate the word baseball. And I want to, let's try grow and turn. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Kind of looks like a baseball. And then I want to highlight my name, and I want that to swivel. So you can do that with whatever you'd like. You can even do it with this picture if you'd like. That's kind of cool. It's a bouncing ball coming in. You can do it with just this. You can do it with this whole thing. You can do animations on pretty much any part of the slide that you want to do, except for the whole slide, because that's the transitions that you did. Animations are for individual parts of the slide. So now I want to work on some word art. So back up here in Insert, there's a button right here called Word Art. And if I click on that, it's going to give me options of what I want my word art to look like. And it just changes the font and makes it kind of funky. But it also creates a text box for you. So you can put this anywhere you want, and you can say, you know, you can type in whatever you want. And it keeps the word art kind of funky. If you don't want to type something new, I'm going to delete this. If I don't want to type something new and I want to use just the words that I already have, when you double click on the words, this drawing tools format will come up, and you can check around and see what you want to do from this box right here. This is your word art box. You can also go back and change the color. Say, I like that the lines in my letters, I like that design, but I want it a different color. So I can go back to home, and I can go back to my text color and change that back to whatever color I want it to be. Back to the blue or whatever I want it to be. So that just changes the look of the letters.